What up, gamers? It's Geo here, and today we're going to be going over the character Leatherface in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre and other movies he inspired. But before we get into that, this is real nasty. He does some real nasty stuff, and if you guys get scared easily, whatever, you know, you younger folks don't really listen. But anyways, let's get into it now that's over. Now, the real character's name is Ed Gein. This guy was born August 27th, 1906, La Crosse, Wisconsin, and died July 26, 1984, at age 77 in Madison, Wisconsin. Now, the other two movies I was talking about that he also inspired was Psycho and The Silence of the Lambs. And then, of course, you know, he did the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So, before we get into the nasty stuff he did, at a young age, this dude really went through with him and his brother. Their father died at a young age, and the mom was pretty much taking care of them, and she was real strict and religious crazy. So there was pretty much mom's way and no way. She shut them out from the world. Basically, women were the devil. You had to stay away from them. The outside world was just basically crazy to her, and she told them that. So they're not knowing any better what's going on out there in the real world. So basically, their mom, I almost kind of compare it to the one, if you guys ever seen The Water Boy, how crazy the mom was in that movie. That's exactly how this woman was. So you guys watch that movie, you guys see what I'm talking about if you haven't seen it. So as they got older, the brother, he's seeing that mom's crazy. So he's telling Ed, like, hey man, mom's crazy, you know, we need to get up out of here or whatever, you know, because they're getting older. And you know, Ed Gein's like, no, you know, mom's right, you're crazy or whatever. And eventually, he actually went to Forest Preserve, the older brother, and he actually ended up dying. That's a coincidence. That's kind of crazy, you know. But basically, after that happened, you know, mom had all the control, and the brother couldn't help Ed Gein out anymore because, you know, he's gone. So the mom eventually ended up dying, and this is when things kind of went downhill for Ed Gein. He wanted to be a transsexual. You know, if you guys don't know what that is, you want to get a sex change, all that crazy stuff. But he wanted to get a sex change. He started reading crazy comics because you gotta think this guy's been locked out from society, so he's reading these sick ghoul magazines, you know, stuff from the 1950s. You guys could look up some of those crazy magazines and how nasty they were. He's reading that stuff and seeing what's going on, stuff he's never seen before. So like I said, he started getting into different kind of jobs, and one night the dude offered him if he wants to go grave digging and steal people's stuff from the dead. So he actually ended up doing it. And after they did that, he actually wanted to take a body home. And he told the guy it was just an experiment. He's like, hey man, whatever you do, whatever you want. I just want the money, the jewels. You could do what you want. So little do he know, the guy doesn't know that this guy is actually going to make, Ed Gein's going to make suits and all kinds of crazy stuff with these bodies. So basically, he takes them home, skins them, takes their hearts, just all kinds of sick stuff. I mean, this dude, I think his uncle sent him some, Ed Gein, I think he sent him some, his uncle sent him some shrunk heads from Vietnam. Or what war was that? Oh, I forgot what war it was, but he sent him some shrunken heads. I'm pretty sure that wasn't good for him at a young age. Anyways, at 16, he's already crazy and locked out from the world, so that probably helped out with this thing too. But he's skinning bodies, making suits. Like he had leggings, skin leggings out of this stuff. He like I said, he had the breast. He cut the breast off and wore it. He put the face over him. So this dude's just walking around the house thinking this is all right. This is just beyond sick. So eventually, he confessed that he had 2 murders. So the 2 murders was, hold on, let me see if I can find it here. Mary Hogan and Bernice Warden. Now, I didn't really hear the story on Mary Hogan. I couldn't find nothing on that one, but I know she was a tavern owner. And the second person, Bernice Warden, now she played a key part on getting this guy caught, even though she died. Bernice Warden owned a hardware store, and her son was the fire chief of the town. And this is a small town. We're talking about 800, 900 people, so everyone pretty much knows each other around town. So he kept coming in the store back and forth. He really wanted this woman because that she reminded him of his mother. So he kept coming there, back and forth, back and forth. And one day he came in there with a rifle. I guess the hardware sold bullets. And he actually loaded up his gun. And while she wasn't looking, he shot Bernice Warden in the back of the head. So after that happened, he drug out the store, blood everywhere, just dragged her out, put her on the back of the truck like it was nothing. Didn't even try to clean up the evidence. And took her back to the home. And he basically, like I said, she was dead. He slotted open, almost like they hang up a deer when you skin them, or maybe like a cow. You know, like how they clean animals out. That's basically how he did humans. Cut the head off, took the heart. He used to put that stuff in the fridge. Real nasty stuff. This guy was gross. So the next day, the warden, the son, was asked questions like, hey, do you know anybody who would be after, you know, your mom or all this blood, who'd be after? And he already knew suspicions was of Ed Gein because he kept coming in real weird asking for antifreeze. So that was the first suspicion. So they instantly went to Ed Gein's house and they found this dude. And let me tell you what they found in this man's house. 4 noses, whole human bones and fragments, 9 masks of human skin, bowls made from human skulls, 10 female heads with the top sawn off, human skin covering several chair seats, Mary Hogan's head in a paper bag, Bernice Warden's head in a burlap sack, 9 vulvae in a shoebox, a belt made from female nipples. That's all. I think that one took the cake for me. Skulls on his bedpost, a pair of lips on a drawstring for a window shade, and a lampshade made from the skin of a human face. So all this stuff, they basically took a photo of it and they got rid of that stuff because it was just completely nasty, as you can see. So they found all this stuff. He admitted to it. He said he never had sex with none of the bodies. So I actually, he said they smelled too bad. But here's my thing: if you had enough sense to know that they smell too bad to have sex with, why were you sitting here slicing these bodies up and making stuff? Like, I don't understand this dude. Like, it's crazy. But all this nasty stuff he did over the time, basically all caught up with him. I'm glad it did though, because they caught this guy. They were going to make a museum attraction out of this or whatever, out of his house. They were going to auction it, and the dude who was going to buy it, like I said, he's going to make an amusement attraction out of it, whatever. And the town found out about it, and they put the dude's house on fire. So this guy's already locked up. He don't care about his house anyways. He's locked up. He's not getting out. So the fire warden knows it's his house burning up. He's like, I'm taking my time. This dude killed my mother. I'm not going to sit there and rush and get this man's house. So they let it burn for a little bit before they put the fire out. Rightfully so. I can't blame him, because if that dude did what he did to my mother, oh man, he just lucky he ain't dead, put it that way. But anyways, the house never made it into the attraction, thank goodness, because that'd have been, you know, no one needs to go around and glorify a maniac like that anyways. You know, the dude went to the psycho hospital, he died in there. They said he never would have thought he was been a crazy person, but hey, that's how it usually goes. So basically, that's the true story of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It has nothing to do with chainsaws or Texas. So next time, you guys look out for things that say, you know, true story, because things aren't always what they seem. They only get some of the story and then call it true. But I hope you guys enjoyed this story. You guys have a blessed day. And one more thing, Call of Duty for life.